right, let's connect it up. Here we go. Let's talk about some Walking Dead and some various topics today, December 22nd, July, December 22nd. Pretty crazy, guys. So what's going on? My PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters. I'm One Eye Brian. I'm back to talk about a variety of topics. We gotta talk about something that's off the topic of The Walking Dead, but it concerns the channel. So we'll wait for more people to join us on there too. So we had to change some moderators and some craziness that's going around. And it's just a shame that the craziness has kind of spilled over into, YouTube life and fake profiles and defamation stuff. And it's just crazy that that's happening on there too. So thank you, Mark. Hello. Looking festive. I thank you. Appreciate it. My Santa hat. I was going to bust it out, the past couple live streams, but I'm like, nah, let's do it now. Let's get it going for here. We'll get it for this live stream and next Sundays as well. So spoiler warning for a bunch of different things. I made a video yesterday about a theory that I'll post this week. It's pretty crazy. So my birthday was yesterday, and I got to enjoy the day off and relax, and we got to see the Star Wars Episode 9. That I'll make a separate video about that. Please don't post any spoilers on there too. We don't want to do that too. But we'll talk about the comics of The Walking Dead, the show, all those things as well. So I got to talk about a couple of different things. So thank you, Kima. I appreciate it too. So Jay Kane, happy belated birthday. They were on the 18th. Very cool. So there's a lot of people's birthdays that were on the 21st. Two notable ones I shared in the video that I posted there. It was the video where I had about Stephen Yun, who was Glenn on The Walking Dead, and Tom Payne, who was Jesus on The Walking Dead, myself included, and a bunch of people in here and their siblings and loved ones on there as well too. So happy birthday if you're there for it. Happy yesterday for them for happy birthday, December 21st, whenever it is. So it's pretty cool. Steve Capone's birthday is today. Well, happy birthday on there as well. So I got to see a bunch of different things on there. So Jeremy brings it up, says, dude, where is Sandra? So I don't like bringing this up because it's kind of bad news stuff on there, but I want to talk about it here so we can move on with it. So you probably won't see Sandra in here, and you won't see Renee. They were two moderators. Renee was my first moderator, and it's come to my attention that she is posting to me in private messages, and we've been talking, away from YouTube, that she was basically disrespected, had, I don't know how else to say it, attacked in the comments and by another person. And we, did some more research on it, who it was on there too. And it turns out that it was the person, I don't know who it was the person with the profile name of Sandra, Sandra with the capital letters. So I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy to hear that, because they were two people that supported the channel, that I just wanted to make sure that everybody was safe. And I didn't know what to believe, because you never know what to believe on there too. And it was just allegations and certain things there too. And then I got to see some screenshots, and I got to see some different things. And I was like, okay, so let's change our moderators, because when we do live streams, we do moderators, and we need moderators now too, because you have a lot of trolls and a lot of people there and a lot of people there too, And so there's a lot of people coming here and causing problems. It was true. I had moderators, and Renee was my first moderator, and then I made a couple other moderators, and we did some memberships. And man, has it been some problems since the moderators and the memberships. It's just been crazy. But I respect and have nothing but respect for Renee. I support her, and if you've seen any of the comments on there too, I'm definitely a person that does not want to be disrespected. I do not want my safety and security ever questioned or put into question, and I do not wish anybody here, my family members, any of my subscribers, people that I care about, I just do not like that at all, because once you lose that, it's really tough to get back. I'm not appreciate of that. I appreciate when people support and help people. I do not appreciate it, and it really bothers me when people take advantage of people on there too, right? So I looked into it a little bit more. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take away some moderators. I'm going to change a couple things to moderators here too, because if I can moderate it, I'm going to moderate it myself. We kept a couple moderators just because there's never been any problems with that. And I'm like, it's crazy, right? So I looked into it more. And then when I took the moderation away from the person who was Sandra, I don't know if it's a man, woman, whatever on there too. I don't know this person at all. They decided to say that they didn't want to be a moderator anymore. They wanted to leave the channel. They don't feel safe here. They had their identity stolen. They had this and then all there. And they said, oh, we saw it happen live on the live stream. Well, I have no affiliation with that at all. And the crazy thing about YouTube is that people can make profiles. They can steal your photo. They can take your photo. They can do a screenshot of it and they can put your photo up, put their name the same as yours. And then you have two people with the same name. How do you know who the person is, right? That is a terrible thing. A terrible thing to have, as that can happen. If you're on Twitter or Instagram or some other places, once you have the different things, the name is taken, no one else can take that name. That happens a lot of the time where you can't do it. That name is already taken. Choose a different name. So then there's a different name with a different number at the end of it, right? So that needs to happen on YouTube. So you can't have a bunch of people with the same name on there. Once it's gone, it's gone. There's people that took my name, the PT channel, and they went around acting like it was me, and they were saying that this and that, and it was all these problems, right? So yesterday was my birthday, and people said happy birthday and all these things, Sandra included and a bunch of people. But after I took the moderation and stuff away, I saw some things were happening, and people were messaging me on Instagram. They were saying, okay, are you aware that this person, don't know who they are, don't know, never affiliated with them in real life or know anybody on Facebook or anything like that. Know them as a profile on here. Are you aware that they're going around to different channels telling people to go on Amazon and give you 1-star reviews? Oh, that comment's gone now. So they post a comment and then they delete it. So they can't track it. So you have to be aware of that. So I need your help, guys. If you're seeing someone say anything about me, this channel, that is just in question, that is just disrespectful, that is saying that just bad stuff. I don't want to utter it because it's just not worth uttering, but I have nothing but love and admiration for everybody here, the people that make sense to me. Also, my wife. I would never do anything to go against people here or my wife or anything like that too. It was horrible that people would be in question. The person that were posting comments on other things have attacked other people as well. It's crazy, right? So what they would do is they would post comments, have people talking about it, and then delete it. So then how can you track it, right? We have to get screenshots. We have to have them, and we have some of them. But it's not enough. When I reported it to YouTube, I don't have proof to show them on my channel because there's only so many things that are on there from different profiles on there. So we have to build a case for it. And people will say, why is it a big deal? Who cares? What about trolls? All this stuff. Because we are here to talk about The Walking Dead, to have a community, to have fun, to not have to worry about being attacked. I have zero tolerance for that. Sandra, the person who was that, agreed with that, having zero tolerance for that. But there's been all this craziness on there. Also, Sandra supported my book series, was reading 3 books or 2 books of them, and was on there too, right? Thank you. I know YouTube has logs, right? Well, let's get it going and let's check it out. So let's talk about it. YouTube, Amazon, everybody in power. I don't have any control of those YouTubes. I don't have the YouTube logs. I don't work for them. So let's check them out and see where we're at, right? Let's do it because we want to have this stuff exposed. The person blocked and banned from ever commenting like that stuff again because some of the stuff is so disrespectful, such a defamation of character that I will not have to do with it. So, right? So TDH Tuba, relax. I will get to the spoilers when we get them. We were there, or you can just leave. This is a serious thing, and I need to make it known. So if you see this person on there, right, we want to go into it, and we want to talk about what it is. So if you see them on other YouTube channels, please report them, screenshots, and send them to me directly. I will talk about what I have there too, right? So Kima, are you going to talk into spoilers anymore? When we get spoilers, we will share them with you. When we get spoilers, we will share them with you. The Walking Dead comes back in 2 months. What spoilers do you want to know? I will share with you when I have a bunch of different videos, and I share with them all the time. When we get spoilers, I can't have a bunch of spoilers just come out and share them with you, right? I will get to them in there when we get them. Over the break. That is 2 months away. I will be talking about a variety of topics for that, and I always do. Man, this is a serious thing. So if you were ever attacked, or you have your reputation and your stuff coming at you on other channels, you would want to talk about it. You would want it to go away, right? I am a person who represents a channel and is a big part of that. And I want to make sure that it's there for it, right? I just want to make sure that this is known Because if you see it on someone's channel, on some other person's channel, and it's the person that's saying stuff on there, please help me out and let's get this settled. That's what it needs to be. I cannot patrol YouTube and go on other people's channels and just wait for a person to comment. If you want to find out who the person are or the two people that could be involved, for sure, I will have that on there. Go to Amazon. Go to my book series. Look at the comments that are there by two people. They're pretty similar. One person talks about it to the other person. So it's pretty important to have that there. I will have that there on Amazon because it's there for that, for sure. So just want to bring that to your attention for that. And I appreciate John and Mark and Hector and everybody here that have it, that support me. That's all I'm asking for right here, for sure. So for sure, man, I appreciate it. So I had to get off my back because, you know, stuff has happened online and back in the day and stuff was there. And once your safety and security is in question, it's tough to get back for sure. So, let's see what we got here for sure. So I'm sorry, I just had to talk about that, get that out of the question, get that out there too, so I can get to some Q&A and talking about a bunch of things. So thank you, Marty. Happy birthday, you say. So I appreciate it too. So, it's a very important thing. So, gamers for life. The amount of time you take to reply to haters is amusing. Haha, every single stream you do this. So, all right. So, you think it's funny? Gamers for life? So, you don't even know what's going on with this thing. So, booyah! Bye. So, either way, I want to get there too. Either way. So, let's talk about some Walking Dead stuff. So, Walking Dead's on break. Fear the Walking Dead is filming now. The Walking Dead World Beyond, I believe, is done and should be ready to go. So it should be good for what we can have going forward. And I appreciate it too. So The Walking Dead will be back in, roughly 2 months. Today's the 22nd. It'll be back in, a day in 2 months. So it'll be back before you know it. And I can't wait to see some different things. So Negan and Alexandria Q&A. If Maggie is at Commonwealth already with Georgie, so what is the reason behind introducing character Stephanie from Commonwealth on radio and the talk with her, with Eugene? So that's a great question. That is a great thing there, Negan and Alexandria, because that makes sense. Because if Maggie is the connecting point with the Commonwealth, why have the secrecy with Stephanie, right? Maybe it's another connecting point. I don't think the Maggie connection with Alexandria, I read your name, Negan Alexandria, with Maggie with the Commonwealth makes sense because they did the radio with Eugene. So it was interesting. I saw a couple things on YouTube where people have posted some pictures and they were talking about the comic and stuff. And, there's going to be some differences coming up because when Eugene goes to the Commonwealth, they go to Pittsburgh and it's Eugene, Magna, Yumiko, and Michonne, right? So Michonne's going to leave. I don't know if, Magna's going to be around. And Sadiq is there too. So you got Sadiq gone, Michonne gone. Show's going to be gone. So I think that it's Yumiko, Eugene, and the picture that I have is of, Ezekiel. So Ezekiel is going to be the outlying factor that I don't know how they're going to do it. Because Ezekiel is a character that, to me, I thought would be gone by this point. I didn't know they would live this long because they outlived their comic counterpart on the Pike lineup. Same thing with Rosita. So we're like, man, that's crazy. And what's going to be the future of them? Does Ezekiel make it to the Commonwealth and get help and he lives? Does Rosita get killed off? Do they both live? We'll have to see. Mark, Bri, I noticed the Whisper that is leaning over Baby Coco has a mask on that looks similar to the mask we thought Negan had. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that mask. The mask is like too big for the person's face. It's like the mouth hole is like, it just looks weird, right? So it's kind of like stretched. It's kind of like a pig nose thing going. So I don't know. Some people are thinking that the Whisper is not actually there, that Rosita is just thinking about it, that it's not actually there, that she's hallucinating. So we'll have to see how it's played out. But if Beta gets in Alexandria, I would assume that they have the help somehow. It's not just Beta by himself. So there's probably walkers and whispers somehow else. So someone probably gets into the house too. And I don't know why the mask is just so weird. Dylan Brown, what are your thoughts on the finale? So the mid-season finale, I thought was okay. It wasn't the best thing. It was more of a setup than anything. I thought it was pretty interesting. I know that, I don't know, it was decent. I kind of thought that Carol and them in the cave was a little far-fetched. You just run into a cave blindly. I would stop, get a torch, get a flashlight in there too to see what you're doing, to see where you're stepping. And you think Daryl would too, right? I mean, they all fell in the cave, which is like, come on, right? Mario 3, Bri, would you mind if I share my thoughts over the Walking Dead 3 set video? There is something that bothers me connection related. I don't even know what you're talking about, Mario 3. Are you talking about the World Beyond? I don't even know what the set video is. I have to check it out. Is it one of the pictures that I have that I shared? I don't know. Maybe that would be pretty cool if I saw the video, but I have not. I have not seen that video. So I'll definitely have to check it out at some point, but that's pretty interesting. So the Fear the Walking Dead, I haven't looked too many into the spoilers, even though I'm interested to see what happens, because the way it ended, it was a shocker. It was a cliffhanger. It was a thing like, what's going to happen with that too, right? So we'll have to see. I'm interested to see how they pull it off. There's been some news about regulars on the cast, like Mo Collins is a regular, and the guy who plays Wes is a season regular now, so they'll have bigger parts, and there was different castings for it. So we're getting a little more information about Fear. I don't know if everybody watches that show or not, but I think you got to check it out a little bit now because of the connection with The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and The Walking Dead World Beyond, CRM, all that stuff. It's kind of a cool thing to be connected with it, too. So thank you, Bob Smith. Hey, One Eye Bri, happy Christmas to you. Love your channel. Thanks for all your information. Appreciate it. Dre Thomas, are you excited to see who kills Alpha? Me personally, I want it to be Carol, because with Negan killing her, that's too easy. It should be awesome. Last scene with Alpha and Carol in final battle. Thought. I don't know. I personally think it's Negan. It fits better because Negan's already there. Carol's stuck in a cave. Carol's got to get out of there. How does Alpha get, attacked if she's with her horde, if she's with her walkers, if she's with her whispers, if she's with her people? How can anybody get to her? Negan is right there. It just makes sense that Negan gets to her. She's too protected with the walkers and whispers there. Negan's going to get her ear. Negan's going to do that too, and we'll have to see for sure. Three Souls Paranormal, what's up, Bri? Finally able to make a live stream. Girls, appreciate it. I always love when people are here. I do like it when people are here for the first time because it's a cool thing. We have a lot of fun here, and we try to have it with, every live stream. It's definitely cool. Jay Kennedy, Q&A, how will they resolve Maggie and Negan's dynamic? I don't know. That's the big question. That is a big question, too. How can Negan just exist with Maggie? If you think about it, Negan has never been at Hilltop, and that's where Maggie's going to be. So he can just stay at Alexandria or go away, and maybe they never see each other. So maybe that's how they resolve it. By lack of them including it there too. So John Tracy, great channel. Bri, all the way from Belfast, Ireland. Thank you. Faith, my girl Faith. Q&A, do you think Maggie's grand entrance will be coming in to take out the Whispers? I hope so. I personally hope that she comes in like the Dwight character that saved some of the day during the battle, during the Whisperer War. That was around Alexandria, I believe. And I hope that Maggie comes in a big way. Hopefully it's answered what she knows, what she doesn't know, because I brought up the idea like Maggie doesn't know anything. But there has been some correspondence with Maggie, even though they haven't got a note for a while. When was the last note that Maggie got kind of correspondence with everybody? Does she know about the Pike lineups? Does she know about Jesus? Does she know about the Whispers? Does she know about things there too? Maybe she knows about the Whispers and she's on her way back and it's been taking her sweet time to come back, because I could see that, but hopefully she comes back in a heroic way and saves people. Eric, can Dwight ever go back now that the lawsuit is over? I don't know. I personally don't know if the lawsuit situation is actually what is the big part of why he left or not. I definitely think it has a problem, or I think there was a problem with that, but maybe he just couldn't be around it. Maybe he chose to go away because he couldn't be around the sets and the people and the production stuff there too, but he's a character in the, Walking Dead universe, so maybe it was his decision, maybe it was the lawsuit's decision. I really don't know, but I highly doubt that Dwight ever goes back to The Walking Dead. I doubt it too, so. Thank you, Hector, for the super chat. Merry Santa Face. Y'all enjoy family, food, and gifts. I heart you, so appreciate it, Hector. Hectorito, you are the man. Big ups to this guy right here. He's been a big part of it, and everybody involved here, too. So I'm working on book 11 as we speak. Well, not as we speak, because we're speaking here. But I have done about 16 and a half chapters of book 11. It would be titled Access. It is the 12th book that I wrote of the zombie apocalypse genre, but 11 books of the Fight for Us story, and I'm excited to talk more about that when I get closer to it, but it should be out sometime in 2020. I'm hoping to finish it this week, the rough draft. Then I got to go through it again, clean it up, put it there, probably edit it again, have my wife read it, and then I'll edit it again, and then we'll post it, and we'll have it up there too. So I'm excited. Hopefully you've seen the covers for it, but it would be titled Access. And hopefully you know what that's all about, and you'll check it out, because it's definitely something that I'm very proud of, even though the haters love hating on it for some reason. People love the book, and they support it, and I appreciate that. And if you don't like it, then don't read it. You don't have to. It's not for everybody. I'm not trying to make everybody read the series, but if you want to check it out and support what we do, it's good, And if you want to leave a review, hopefully it's a good positive review, and it's a truthful review that doesn't change over several times and get deleted and posted and deleted and reposted. It's just weird. It's just so much weird stuff is going on right now. I just can't deal with it too. So let's talk about Michonne a little bit, right? So my girl Michonne is on the thumbnail, and I love Michonne. She's my favorite character, and I just can't see them ever killing her off, because if she's gone, she's gone. But if she's alive, she can be in the movies, and she can possibly come back for the last episode series finale of the show. I just need Rick and Michonne to be reunited. I think all the fans need to see that. We have to have some big moments, and hopefully it happens in probably, I would have guessed, the second movie there. But how does she go away? Why does she go away? Is she taken away? Is it something to do with Virgil and Virgil's family? How is she just going to leave RJ and Judith? There's just so many questions that are hopefully answered, and hopefully they make sense, and there's not too many plot holes, if at all. So Negan and Alexandria. Do you like Morgan to come back to Fear, or should Taken to CRM for movies if he gets saved? I think Morgan is on Fear the Walking Dead, and I would assume that at some point Fear the Walking Dead would connect with the movies, or the third show, The Walking Dead World Beyond, because if The Walking Dead World Beyond takes place in Nebraska, how in the world does it not connect with Texas? It's like right there, Texas, Nebraska. It's pretty close. You have two shows. The universe is there, even though The World Beyond is filmed in Virginia, and the Fear the Walking Dead is filmed in Texas and takes place in Texas. I just don't know how it wouldn't connect. We're like, that's pretty cheesy if it doesn't. But, Fear the Walking Dead does some crazy things, and I just hope it just makes sense and connects. I just feel like it's on there too. So, Protected Line wants to offer my full support to Renee. She was clearly an honest girl who was targeted unfairly, but maybe she didn't realize the support she has. She had to put up with vile. I agree, Protected Lion. The more I found out, the more information I got. I blatantly put it in the comments that I said I support Renee, and I support her. She was my first moderator, and I hope she comes back. She is, she doesn't feel safe here by, other people, not myself and not anybody in here right now, but the person we were talking about early. And I've had contact with her, and I have correspondence with her, and, I don't want her to feel unsafe, and I want her, I will support her any way that I have, and I will support any of you guys way that they are, the way that you need to be supported. But I'm trying to nip this in the bud as we can, as quickly as possible, so she feels safe to come back. And if we're blocking people and banning people and having them there too, hopefully that she'll feel safe to come back, and hopefully she does. But there's been some stuff outside of YouTube that has come up that I will not get into because of craziness on there. But there's a lot more to it than there too, and people be like, you say this every time and all about the trolls. Well, if you knew what I knew, and I'm withholding information on purpose because I don't want to put it in there too, you would be like, wow, man, that's crazy. But people don't understand. People don't understand how comments are like spoken word to people here. You need to be responsible and accountable for your comments. It's like saying something to someone's face. You can't just be like, oh, these words don't matter. I can't say this. I can speak whatever I want and disrespect people, and it's a comment on YouTube. I'm not accountable for it. No, that's not going to be stuff here. Maybe on other channels it is, but not here for sure. So Rob says, I'm still not sold on The Walking Dead World Beyond yet. We'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot too. I definitely think it's hopefully going to be one of those things that I'm not sold on it either, but it's got my support. It's got something on there too. So I'm definitely a person that is going to watch the show. I was excited about Fear, and I still support it. I watch it, but I have my grievances with it, and hopefully The Walking Dead World Beyond 2 is good too. Let me see what you got. Marcus Rutherford, he says, be patient. What I got to read, Marcus? What you got? Where you got, Marcus? Sorry, I was just going off and tangents there. Where's your question at? I don't see it. Q&A. Do you think Negan will kill Alpha? Yes. There you go. Great question. Q&A. In Fear the Walking Dead 501, Althea goes through maps, and the last map she goes through is Oregon. And the biggest city in Oregon is Portland, and that's on the other side of the country. Helicopter people base? Could be. I mean, we don't know if it's Oregon and Pennsylvania, if the map overlays were actually states. But Portland, Oregon is pretty important. I've been there myself. But Portland is a big thing that it could happen there too. You have Omaha, Nebraska potentially, Portland, Oregon, or Portland, Maine, or Portland this. So we'll have to see how it plays out. And hopefully it gets pretty good, interesting there too. So Mark says, sorry I'm late. I didn't get notified. See, it's just crazy stuff with YouTube. People aren't getting notified. People aren't getting told when we're posting videos, which we post videos every day. We have not missed a video yet, It's just crazy that we're trying to have posting stuff on a daily basis, posting videos there too. And sometimes, because we got like 2 months before The Walking Dead returns. And then I'll be able to post stuff, some spoilers probably the week of, and once we get more information about episode 1009. But we have a couple things that we'll probably talk about Princess and potential pictures that we'll share with you. Because we have some information, but we're just sharing it, down the road. Prod Zay, do you think Herschel is going to be a badass character like Glenn in the future? I hope so, but what is he, like 7 years old? I mean, what are we going to have, another time jump? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Herschel, baby Herschel. Is that actually who ends up together? Does Herschel, baby Herschel, or little kid Herschel, Maggie's Herschel, Maggie's baby child Herschel, and Judith, do they end up together? Are they the final couple of The Walking Dead? Because, I have a theory on how The Walking Dead will end with Judith, and it just kind of makes sense that, if you saw the comic, I think it kind of ends similar to that. Ryan Smolensky, did Heath get taken by CRM? I've seen people on other channels saying he could be in the first movie. Yeah, well, we don't know if he was taken by CRM, but I guess so, because we had videos on Heath and what I think Jadis traded him away. And if it's the CRM people, then yes, but it could be. If you haven't seen Six Underground, Corey Hawkins, who played Heath on The Walking Dead, he's in that movie. So I don't know. There's been minimal information going around the movies right now. Hopefully they start filming, beginning of next year. And hopefully once we get more, if they start filming, hopefully we get more information. But I think Heath could possibly be in the movie. So if we have Heath, Jadis, Rick, that could be what it is. So for it, Brandy Lovechild, why do they call you One-Eye Bry? One-Eye Bry, my name is Brian. So first of all, Brian, is that One-Eye Bry is from The Governor, season 4, and a subscriber gave me the nickname One-Eye Bry, and so I kept it. I changed it to one, the letter I, and Bry, instead of the eyeball I. So B-R-I that way too. So Negan Alexandra, Bry, last question. What do you think happened to the main black man that was with Governor and Martinez? I don't know his name. The guy who didn't speak at all. Well, they talk about him briefly. Martinez and the Governor talk about him when they're talking about it in season 4. I think he died. I think he's not around anymore too. I'm blanking on his name as well. He didn't have any lines in The Walking Dead, which is crazy. Like, he was there for like several seasons, and he didn't. Well, I guess it was only one season 3, right? But he was several episodes, and I don't know. That's interesting though. That's kind of a plot hole, but it's interesting too. So I've wondered about the name too. Thanks for asking and answering. So yeah, no, my nickname is, I changed it to One-Eye Bry, like the letter I, just to be different, and you know that I spell my name with an I instead of a Y, because Brian can be spelled with an I or a Y, and I spell it with an I. And so I changed it a little bit there too, but I forget. I wish I knew the person. Shumpert. Yeah, there you go, Boyd. My name, yeah, Boyd, you're the man. You come up with some good stuff that you there too, but Shumpert was his name. Yeah. Man, Boyd's been a long-time subscriber too, and I appreciate everybody that has been here and supports the channel. Maybe you don't post comments. Maybe you just watch the videos and you subscribe and you hit the subscribe button. You share the videos on there too. But I truly appreciate it. It means the world to me too. And that's why this channel, my book series, what we do here, it means everything to me. So I'm all about, if I didn't care about it, if I didn't care people out putting my name in the mud and the muck and saying things, some of the things that they've said, you would not tolerate it at all too. And it's crazy that they write comments and then they delete them. Like that too. Or they post a review, a positive review on Amazon, they delete it and then they change it. What is the point of that? Like, it just, I don't know. Amazon's got to track it and YouTube's got to track it. And we'll definitely see it there too. So Mark Kirkman liked 6 Underground was great. I recommend it. I recommend it too. It's a Michael Bay movie and some people like him, some people don't, but I do. It's entertaining. I like Ryan Reynolds and I like Michael Bay and I like a lot of the cast there. I think they did a good job too. So, the little Delsnick question, been subbed for a long while, yet still don't understand one eye. Do you have a prosthetic? No, I just answered that, so hopefully you did that. So it's the nickname there. So I just call sorry, the lagging. I don't know what's going on with the lag here for it. But so hopefully you guys are going to be having a good holiday. I celebrate Christmas, so I say Merry Christmas. But if you do not, Happy Holidays to whatever you celebrate. I definitely like the idea. Definitely appreciate everybody being a part of here, this channel, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to, message me on Instagram, it's at the PT channel. We have Facebook stuff, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's some of the problem too, is that I'm an open book with a lot of times, and people try to use that against you, and people try to do this, and people have ulterior motives sometimes, and I don't know, but if you like the zombie apocalypse genre, which we do, we like The Walking Dead, I like Zombieland, I like Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and Train to Busan or Train to Busan on there too, whatever. And I like a lot of that stuff. So I was like, let's have some, my own zombie apocalypse story. And the way I write it is the way of a certain perspective. Some people like it, some people love it, some people hate it. And that's okay. But, it's just not for everybody. They're just like The Walking Dead isn't for everybody, too. Especially now. I've seen some of the ratings of it, the viewership, that it's about 3.2 million, 4 million people watch The Walking Dead on Sundays. AMC premiere. It'll be back that Friday, I'm assuming, February 21st. So, we're a little less than 2 months away for that. Or 2 months for the 23rd. Talking Dead will be back, and we'll be able to talk about The Walking Dead a lot of 2020. There's a lot of good things coming up for 2020. We should have 42 episodes of The Walking Dead universe, The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and The Walking Dead World Beyond. So it's going to be a big year for sure. Mark asks, anyone get their December Walking Dead supply drop and liked it? I don't get the supply drop, even though I thought about getting it, but I was like, I got too much stuff to begin with, and I'm like, I don't need any more of that stuff too. But people love the supply drop, and there's definitely pops in there and a lot of cool stuff. It's definitely a good thing if you're a Walking Dead fan and you can afford it. So see like this. So look at this person right here. Happy Face. Look at Happy Face comment. This is what we deal with right here. Deleted. Thank you, Rob. But did you see it beforehand? That's what stuff is going around there too. People are doing that stuff around there too. Like what they said about that. So be on the lookout for that for me, guys, because that is crazy. Thank you, Rob K. Also moderator on there as well. But it's just like nonsense for it. But ultimately, I'm here. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep going and striving to have an awesome channel. And I do it because of you guys too. We have some information that we shared in a variety of videos. So if you want to know spoilers, check out my previous videos that we have there too. But we have 8 episodes of the back half of season 10. I would assume that they're going to set up the Commonwealth story arc for season 11. I had a video recently about the John Bernecker case. He was the stuntman. He was the savior stuntman, not Dwight's stuntman, but a stuntman for the saviors. He tragically lost his life in an accident. Don't know who was to blame or what it was for that, but it was a thing that he lost his life doing a stunt or a trial run that was filmed or not filmed on The Walking Dead in season 8. Turns out that the mom and I guess the people that were representing John Bernecker sued AMC and Stalwart Films. They were awarded $8.6 million and don't know if there's going to be more lawsuits for that. I know there is a lawsuit with Frank Darabont and The Walking Dead, and that's been going on for a while. It's definitely a thing that's been going on for years now, and hopefully that'll get settled, and then all the lawsuit stuff goes away on there too, because it's tough to be dealing with good things and bad things, and when there's bad stuff looming over your head, it's tough to do stuff. It's just a crazy thing. I can imagine season 8 was definitely a tough thing because, maybe the writing, maybe this, maybe that, but, that happened, and it was like, man, that's just crazy that maybe that impacted it there too. It definitely impacted Austin Emilio and everybody involved as I think it would and probably should, because it's a big thing to have that. I definitely don't have to have, stuff to have there too. So it's just tough and it sticks with you when you lose people there. Yeah. But I see a lot of people, supporting us there too. It's definitely a thing that I appreciate the support, and you got to have support and appreciation, and I truly appreciate that when people are saying kind words and support, because, if you're getting beat up and knocked down in the comments and people knock you down and push you down and do other things down there, it's like, it's hard to do it. It's hard to continue to go there every day, whether it's a job, whether it's YouTube, whether it's on there too. And it's interesting like that too. And, I think about when I write the zombie apocalypse genre Fight For Us, I write my book series. It's like, you lose power, you're not going to be on social media. You're not going to have phones. You're not going to have stuff on there too. You might have your phone, but it can't connect, or you can't charge it, or there's no network, or there's nothing on there too. And that might be a good thing if we disconnect from the world, from the internet, from Facebook, from YouTube, from, Twitter, from Instagram, from all that stuff for a little bit. Even if it's a little bit, even if it's for a day or a weekend or an hour or something there too. I always thought it was funny when I was talking to patients about stuff, and I always bring up the point when the internet started. I brought, we got online. It was the dial-up modem, and you went online to escape your regular life here, everyday life. And now we're online so much that we disconnect from our online stuff and go out into real life, and it's just our roles have reversed. How many times have you gone outside just to be like, I got to get away. My eyes are killing me. My hands are killing me. This is bothering me. I just got to get out there too. It's like, man, right? And it's just funny. Zombie apocalypse, I think, would be really boring. I think it would be one of those things where if your safety and security is not, if you're at a point where you're in a community, if you're in Alexandria or a hilltop or something, you could be like, all right, what do we do now? I don't know. And maybe that's what The Walking Dead World Beyond is. Maybe it's about being bored because they've been safe and secure for 10 years in that community at Nebraska State University. We'll have to see. I'm interested to see how it goes down. I definitely want to know what it is for on there too. So Khaleesi Stark joined our membership program on there too. Appreciate it. Khaleesi Stark, level 3 PTP. Greatly appreciate on there too. So I love the name Khaleesi Stark. That's from Game of Thrones. Hopefully you are excited about the prequel Targaryen series. I am. I'm kind of excited to see that too. So Ben Fricker, great name. Happy Christmas, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody here too. So Christy Wells Reese, Merry Christmas, Doc. Appreciate it. I'm excited for, a bunch of different things to come out next year. There's a lot of good movies coming out. Not even a lot. I take it back. Not a lot, but there's some good movies. I'm excited about Wonder Woman 84. I got a list over there, and there's like 6 movies. A Quiet Place 2. If you haven't seen A Quiet Place, I definitely recommend it. I'm going to go back and watch some of The Walking Dead over the break. I will definitely be watching the probably a couple episodes. I had my top 10 best episodes, and the Walking Dead top 10 episodes. Some people agree with it. Some people don't. Some people are like, how is this good? How is this that? Well, it's my list and your list is yours. And, but you can't go wrong with episode 609. I think that's one of my favorite episodes and will always be. It's going to be tough to beat, especially so many things on there too. So Khaleesi Stark says, appreciate you. Yes, it is. And yes, I am. So appreciate thank you on there too. My A1 everything, road to 100K. So hopefully you guys know that we have a goal. J King getting closer to 100K. Yes, I'm excited to have members, subscribers every day. It's awesome when I check my subscriber count. We are 87,750 something on there too. So we need about 13,000, a little less than 13,000 subscribers. So if somebody knows 13,000 people, can you have them subscribe? No, I'm just kidding. So if you think that if everyone here can get one person subscribe and everyone can subscribe, if some people can subscribe on there too, I would definitely be hitting that goal very soon, but I hope to hit it next year. I think that's a plausible goal on there too. So Boyd says, I'm looking forward to buying Rambo Last Blood on Blu-ray. So have you seen the Last Blood by Rambo? I haven't seen it. I heard it wasn't the best, but Rambo's iconic, just like Rocky's iconic on there too. And certain characters in the Walking Dead universe, they're definitely iconic. And I bring up from time to time, imagine if Daryl Dixon was not on the show. What would people complain about, right? I mean, there's a group of people that hate Daryl Dixon. But Daryl is so important to the show, just like Carol is too. It's crazy to think that if they weren't on the show, because Carol is a greatly different character in the comics. Daryl's not even in the comic. It's like Rick is, a little different. But ultimately, I think that it's definitely a thing that I liked a lot of the differences from the show to the comic, and there's going to be more of those coming up. That's for sure. We'll just have to see what happens with that. So, Sabbath of Blood, I'm fine. Thanks, Steven. Always better for seeing Brian and all you good people on here. And thank you, Sabbath. I appreciate that. That's what I want. I want this to be a community feel. I want everybody to feel like they can have a good time here, be safe, have a good time, and talk about things, and talk about The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead and all the stuff there as well, too. And it's just kind of interesting to see how people see the show differently, because not everybody likes The Walking Dead for the same reason. Like I love Michonne. Some people don't like Michonne. I don't know how you don't like her, but I mean, some people don't. I love Judith. Some people don't. Some people hate Daryl. I love Daryl and certain things on there too. Some people love Negan. Some people hate Negan. Now, I can see why people don't like Negan, because he killed some major characters. But, Negan, the reason why Negan was kept alive is for right here. Season 9, mainly season 10 right here. It's definitely a thing where it's definitely a thing that happened for a reason. Why did Negan get saved by Rick when he should have been taken out? He was a threat. He's dangerous on there. It's because he's going to probably do some big things, and he'll probably take out Alpha. I just think it makes sense. He should be very useful there too. But yeah, Khaleesi Stark says, I love our little PT family. And I love too. I love our people here. I love our people that support the channel. And it's just crazy when people want to come in. Whatever is people like, people hate. There's a group of people that hate out there too. Like I've met people, and I've known people, years ago, that did not like big budget movies. They didn't like Will Smith or Brad Pitt or certain people because they were big budget actors. What are you talking about? Like that's what I would say to them. What the heck are you thinking about? Because it's a big name person? That's why you don't like them? Judge it on the movie, the story, how it was portrayed, how it was shot, how it was on there too. Let's judge it on that. Not because that, it's crazy to think that too. And I was the opposite. I was like, I love Will Smith. Bad Boys 2 is one of my favorite movies. Him and Martin Lawrence are great. Bad Boys for Life is coming out very soon, which is crazy because Bad Boys for Life and the Bad Boys, franchise is supposed to take place out of Miami. And I think the first two movies were shot in Miami and parts of Florida, and this third movie was filmed a lot in Atlanta. in Georgia for the tax breaks and everything there too. So you can film, and The Walking Dead and all these other shows, they do it all the time, where you can film in Georgia and call it someplace else. And a lot of people are hoping and thinking that they're going to film in Pennsylvania for the movies or the spinoffs or The Walking Dead. But I just think they're going to film in Georgia and call it someplace else. Like they'll call it Philadelphia or Pittsburgh or wherever, and they film it in Georgia. That's what they do all the time. So I think that's what they do, because you get tax breaks. You get huge tax breaks for filming in, the great state of Georgia. And it's one of those things that you can save a lot of money. That is for sure. So Khaleesi Stark says, it's so frustrating to find myself cheering Negan on when just a few seasons ago I wanted Rick to kill him. Yeah, that's it. So Khaleesi Stark, you're a fan of Game of Thrones by the name, obviously. But that's kind of how I felt about some of the characters too. Like the Hound was a character that we didn't really like him too much until he came around and did some major things. And Negan took out some big people, and it's one of those situations where the writing changes your viewpoint on them. Like, look at Father Gabriel. Father Gabriel was a character that he was like, man, he was a wimp. He was a coward. He went to Deanna and was like, you can't trust Rick and his people. They did this. They're bad people on this other stuff. To people being like, yeah, I like Father Gabriel. He's doing some good stuff. It was the same guy who sold out Rick. And now he's like doing some big things and involved with Rosita and running Alexandria. It's pretty crazy. So A1 Everything wants me to do top bottle episodes. That's a tough one. I'll have to go back and do some major research on that. If you know any top 10s, guys, that you want me to do, that'll help me fill the void for top 10 Tuesdays. I will try to post videos for top 10 Tuesdays, even though this Tuesday is Christmas Eve. So I might have a different top 10 for that, but we might have a top 10 Walking Dead. I don't know, but I did top 10 worst characters or most hated characters, an updated one, best episodes. I mean, I guess I could do top 10 best characters, but we all know who my number one is. But I guess I could have a different list, and I should probably have it as like who's on the show now, because like current characters, I'll probably stipulate that because, it'd be the same kind of characters of Daryl, Carol, Rick, Michonne, certain characters on there. I think it's definitely something that, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to do some different things. But like I said, I always like to hear your thoughts and your lists of your top 10s. And when you do a top 10 list, it's always pretty cool. I appreciate when you do that because it's a part of the channel. I do want to hear from you, regardless of what people say. And they love to say all these different things and say that I do this and I do that. And, this is a community feel to the channel. And, when people are disrespectful and rude and coming at people and cursing at people, then they get blocked. If you share an opinion here, you're allowed to do that, and I want people to do that too. So, but it's good writing or bad writing, however you want to look at it, when you have a character that is around, and you like them, or you don't like them, and they change and they flip flop. It's like WWE wrestling, right? You have the guy who's a babyface, who's a good guy. And you have the heel when he becomes that. And, people do it all the time. Like Hulk Hogan was a good guy all the time, and then he went bad, and then he came back to good, and The Rock did the same thing. And you mix it up a little bit. You have people like you and hate you and like you. It's good writing or not. It just when people don't talk about you or talk about things, then that's the problem. When people talk about you, good, bad, and whatever, then it's like, man, it's just crazy that, they're talking about you. That's the biggest thing, is that people are involved. And that's what you want people to do. You just look at the formula for, professional wrestling, and that's the thing. But we're sure. So Willie Acker, my man Willie. What's up, Dr. Brian, a.k.a. One Eye Bri, a.k.a. PT Peeps, sir? How we doing? So like I said before, maybe you missed it. Maybe you just joined on there too. I want you guys to have a good, happy, safe holiday. It's crazy out there. My wife and I, we went to the grocery store. It was nuts. We went to Walgreens. People everywhere. We went to the movies in a shopping center. It's like, man, it's crazy what it is there too. So, yeah. So Gareth Jones, that's what we deal with right there, right? Yeah. So you have no clue about anything. I would never do anything against my wife on there too. But Gareth Jones and the other person before that, they're doing that. So I had to say this before. Maybe people saw it on there as well. Like, People can make different YouTube accounts, profiles, right? And there was a person on here that did it. They made an account. I blocked them. They made another account, blocked them, made another account because they kept addressing the same information over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And their name was a little different, but it was the same main name, right? There was the same lettering and the same things, and it was a little different. And it was the same person asking the same question. So then I bring it up. The point is if they're making all these different profiles, how many profiles do they have? Do they have ones that support the channel and don't support the channel and do this? Who has time for that? That's just crazy. Do people have split personalities? Is it people that are trying to do that? It's crazy that'll have that too. So I need your help, guys. If you see stuff like these people commenting in here about me and my wife and this and that and Renee and all this stuff there too. No, it's just crazy that people are going to post all these crazy comments. That's defamatory. That's not good to do. There's got to be some legality stuff there. That's a comment on YouTube is like saying it. That is defamation of character. That is a problem, and that needs to stop. So people, what they'll do, what I've seen a pattern, is that they'll post a comment on another channel because they get blocked here. They go on another YouTube channel, another Walking Dead YouTube channel, and they say something about me, my book series, my wife, other people here. They say all that, cause a bunch of problems, do all that, and then delete the comment. Someone's like, YouTube has logs. Okay, well, let's get a chance to see those logs. So we're trying to stop that. If you can, report it. Have that person take a screenshot of it. Let me know. Send it to me on Instagram at the PT channel, and let's get this going for sure. So I'm not a fan of doing this. I just feel like it's a problem that needs to be nipped in the butt. That it's crazy too. Here, right? It's just one of those things that I can't believe people do that. And if you're coming at me, and if you're coming at people here and you're causing problems, then that's it. You know, that's crazy, right? I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody here. And it has happened to people. It has happened to people. Like now myself, but other subscribers on this channel, right? So it's a person that wrote a comment. People don't know the truth. So if a person goes on another Walking Dead YouTube channel and says bad things about me, maybe that person will believe it. Maybe the people that see those comments, maybe they believe it. Maybe they leave my channel. Maybe they unsubscribe. Maybe they tell other people not to subscribe. That's hurting us. That's hurting our channel. It's hurting all these different things. It's like, man, it's crazy to think that people have ulterior motives in this world, but they do. But they do have a big thing. People will go after other things too. So it's just one of those things that I'm not a big fan of having to defend myself over and over and over and over again because people aren't going to stop. But I will always have to keep doing it. So just know that there's people that are trolls out there, and we're trying to nip that in the butt right now too. So that's the craziness. 2019 has been a crazy year for myself. I'll be doing a live stream next Sunday. Might rock the Santa hat as well. I'll be posting videos this week for sure. And hopefully you guys will let me know some different top 10s. I'll have to make some couple of different videos. I might have the, just the Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas video for everybody. And just to do that stuff, have to say Happy Holidays if you don't celebrate it. And there's no disrespect from me on there. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but I definitely have, I celebrate Christmas. So I was getting the habit of saying Merry Christmas too. So Mark, Q&A, Bride, do you think Michonne holding Lucille was in a dream? I don't know. I hope so. I hope not. I hope it's real. I hope it's not a dream. I hope that it's explained. I personally hope that Negan gets Lucille and Negan takes out some walkers and some whispers and he fights Beta with Lucille. I think it'll be pretty awesome too. So Janet, yes, Brian, you've got someone in this chat posting some terrible things and then immediately deleting them. So that's what happens. That's what happens, Janet. That's a pattern that people are doing now. That they post some things and then they delete them. What happened may be that my moderators are deleting them too, which is good. But just be on the lookout for the different Walking Dead YouTube channels, because people are just trying to, bring us down. That's for sure. And, that's just crazy. But what you can do is to screenshot them, have proof, and also then report them if you see that. They go quick. Once they're up, they have there too. So hopefully you guys will help out with that because I can't be everywhere. Just let me know if you see anything. And people will be making different profiles now. So it's just crazy. So Khaleesi Stark, O'Brien, did you see the pic that Greg Nicotero posted? People are speculating it is Aaron in the pic. Have you seen it? What do you think? Yeah, I've shared it. I've actually shared that same picture. It's the walkers eating the body in black. I'll probably make a video talking about that. In my video, I talk about it being Alpha, possibly Magna, and maybe Rosita on there as well. But yeah, I'll make another video about it. The people are talking about it. But yeah, I don't think it's Aaron. I personally think that Aaron survives. Some of the information that I have is that he survives into the series, into the episode, the end of the season. So I'll have to see. But yeah, we'll have to see who actually survives, who doesn't. I'm definitely thinking there too. My man Rob K is doing an amazing job on there too. So I really hope that Renee comes back, but it's also our job and my job, well, really my job, to make it safe for everybody. And I don't want Renee to feel, scared of things. And when stuff is coming at her, it's my job to nip that in the bud, but I can only do so much, right? Like if YouTube can, help me with this and to block these people, because they'll probably just keep making profiles. And if the person has the same address or same initial whatever, then there's kind of a pattern to that. I mean, you can get away with a lot of bullying and a lot of different things on there too. So, yeah. So Gavin Dodds, man, like, I don't think you know all the things that I know about stuff on there too. So Gavin Dodds writes, Sandra built the channel. No, I built the channel, but no, as much as you debate. I don't even know who Sandra was till like months ago. You need to apologize to her and make her a mod. Hang Renee, she deserves. Really, Gavin? Because that's ridiculous for you to say that here. And that's exactly what the problem is right here, too. So this is what people do that I think are connected with Sandra. Maybe they're the same person. Maybe that person is the same channel, same people. Maybe they're all connected, what it is. But we're seeing a pattern here. And that's ridiculous on there, too. So, but that's kind of ridiculous for you to come at me like that and do all that. But that's what it is. That's part of the problem right there. I don't need to apologize to anybody. I didn't do anything to anybody. I'm here to support the people that support this channel. And if you knew the information, which you probably do, but you're trying to paint the picture that way too. So, but that's just further proof, guys, what happens there too. But that's the way it goes, and that's the way it goes. But ultimately, guys, I'm loving the idea of The Walking Dead to return in 2 months. It'll be back, and I'm excited to talk about it over the break. I'll be talking much more about a variety of topics over the break for it. I have a couple other videos, so hopefully you guys will be filling the void for you. I know the live streams are a good time for it. We can talk about this. We have the trolls and the people like that all over the place. That's what they do. But it's just sad that that's a thing now. But that's what people do for it. But thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to be out on that too. I don't know if there's a connection problem or what's going on with it. But I appreciate that you took the time to be here. Have a good holiday for you guys. I'm happy for everybody here. Thank you, Donna G, for the super chat. If you have anything, it's just there's nothing there to say. But I appreciate that too. Oh man, all these things just posted up on there too. So we'll have to see. I'll have to promote some more moderators for sure, just to weed it out a little bit, because it's just crazy what's happening for it too. So Eric Finnegan, Q&A, do you think the Whisperers dress as people for Halloween? I mean, I doubt people know really when Halloween is now, especially. So I think the Whisperer way is definitely their way on there. They're like kind of like the people who don't celebrate holidays and Christmas and stuff and birthdays on there too. I just think they're like, we're here to survive, and that's not it is. You're not important. You don't have a name. You don't have a birthday. That's for sure, and you're definitely celebrating the holidays too. But thank you, Donna G, for the super chat. Thank you, Hector, for the super chat as well. My man Hector. And everybody being here this live stream there too. So I appreciate you guys taking the time on there too. My man Willie says, Mr. PT, sir, God bless you and your family, sir. You just keep doing good. Remember, when you're doing good, you always have haters, sir. You are truly blessed and highly favorable for us. Real PT peeps are here. So I appreciate it. And, I have nothing but respect for everybody in here that respects us, who wants to respect this, the channel, what we do here too. I'm a nice, easygoing guy until people just want to get crazy with out of line stuff and just say a bunch of things. It's just crazy how people are with it. I love The Walking Dead. I have a connection with that universe, just like everybody here. I love everybody talking about it and being a part of it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. If you're off from school, you'll enjoy the break. Hopefully you have a couple of days off for the holiday, and don't get too stressed out, even though it's definitely Stressmas right now. It's one of those crazy things where just going out and about and people are on high alert and everything. And maybe that's what's going on with these things in the comments. I don't know, but we have to do it through there. Thank you, Rob K. I appreciate patrolling my just craziness with these trolls. It's just nuts on there too. So Jackie says, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays all. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. And hopefully you guys will be watching some football and some different sports and some different things. If you're traveling, hopefully you will be safe. I'm going to be staying around here. I'm going to be driving around a little bit too. It's pretty crazy to think about it too. Some say you can see the head in the pic. Yeah. I don't know. You don't really see the head. You just see the body of that thing on there too, with the Walking Dead picture from Greg Nicotero on there. Is pretty cool. Donna G. Also, maybe top 10 most heroic moments. That's a good one. Definitely keep them coming. Maybe I use them. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's a little hard for me to actually make a top 10 moments, but maybe I'll definitely use that. But thank you, Donna G. Appreciate it on there too. Yeah. I know Eric says, I hate we have to waste half of the streaming about the trolls. We miss out on info and discussions, and you miss some good Q&As. Well, I think I answer all the Q&As, and I think I get to there too. I don't think I miss too much on there as well. I hope that I kind of make up for it, but I have to bring stuff to our attention, because when you see that comments, like have happened in this live stream, if you see them on there, you have to just, well, you don't have to do anything, but I just feel like I have to make it known to stand up for myself and be ahead of this thing and get on there too. So, but when we get closer to them, we'll be having more, that, and then we have more moderators, and we'll have a good thing going for it, for sure. Yeah, I know people are doing that. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate you guys taking the time. So on that note, guys, I want to say Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and whatever you celebrate. So hopefully you'll be safe and fun out there too. So I'll be having more videos over the break, over the week, over the time, and I'm off for some time now, so I'll be having more time to make some videos, and we'll be posting a bunch of things. So thank you guys for taking the time, being a part of it. I truly appreciate it. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, blocking out the haters, staying true to yourself, and just being yourself, man. I appreciate it. You can do big things and never quitting on there too. And I posted a line, a comment, a motivational saying on Facebook that you never know how you impact people. You can impact people in a positive way just being yourself. Never give up, never quit for what you do, and keep being you. As long as it's a good person and you do that, you'll never know how you can, inspire and motivate people on a daily basis. And thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Happy holidays, and I'll be talking to you next Sunday. And hopefully we'll be able to talking about the holidays, how Christmas was and how it went, and maybe get some Walking Dead stuff for the holidays. Pretty cool stuff. So thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll see you later. See you guys.